I said, you're here because of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your parents met at a club at one of our shows, and that's how you got here.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, nah, how old are you? I'd be like, yeah. And I let them know.
Yeah.
Like, you ever heard this song? Yeah.
Chip on my shoulder. I got something to prove, like a gun in a holster. Loaded, ready to shoot. Got big energy. Ain't scared to dream. Got big energy. Got big energy.
You know this a different energy, right?
You ever watch Versus?
Watch a couple of them.
Who do you think y'all should go against on Versus? If y'all was ever off.
See, I always say, this is the thing, and I meant to tell Tretch.
Boom! I was about to say it. Naughty by nature, right?
Yeah. I meant to tell Tretch. Because I'm looking at it as more as in,
Y'all more
A
party
party.
style. So
they
y'all
party,
style,
he's party,
yeah,
he got
yeah.
party stuff too. That's why I said I'm looking at it more as a party thing.
Yeah.
Y'all might, verses and this, that, and the third, but I'm looking at the money. Like, we could do a show.
Yeah.
We could do a tour.
Yeah, yeah.
But this would be the best party
Exactly.
tour out. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It could be a versus thing, a little competition. That's
Yeah.
what rap is about and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I'm looking beyond that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say the best group that we can really, at least one of the best groups that is out, that we could do something is with Naughty by Nature. Because they got a lot of party anthem joints too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who do you think in today's time you guys can do one with? Today's era.
With a group?
Yeah.
I mean, there ain't too many. I mean, you could definitely do, depending on how it is, we gotta go with the top. The Migos, but
Migos, yeah.
we still go hang up.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna have younger people and you have older people. So that's another thing I like to do. I would like to clash the younger people to get to know the 90s music.
Yeah.
Because
That's what Versus is all about.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about, to try to get the younger generation into back at our generation type music.
And I've been trying to tell, like when I was locked up, I was trying to tell some of the kids, I was like, you're laugh, you're 20 something. I said, you're here because of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your parents met at a club at one of our shows, and that's how you got here.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, nah, how old are you? I'd be like, yeah. And I let them know.
Yeah.
Like, you ever heard this song? Yeah, bro.
That came from- yeah.
Your sister, your aunt, your brother, your older brother, your parent, your mother, your father. Yeah, they know our songs.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you got to this world.
Yep.
Coming to a show. They just got to realize and recognize. They don't like it. They don't like that. But it's the truth and stuff.
Hey, so Swiss and Timbo, if y'all watching, Naughty and Lost Boys Versus. That's it. Let's go.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it,
it, man.
That's it.
I hollered at Vinny, and Vinny one time, he's like, yeah, but we ain't doing nothing right now. We doing something.
They ain't doing nothing right now. It's perfect time.
That's why I said I didn't get the chance to holler at Tretch
yeah.
last week and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When we was at that rock.
So what's your relationship with Teddy Riley and Andre Herrera?
I mean, rest in peace, Andre. But Teddy, we had runs in with Teddy a bunch of times. Like I said, we was in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
You knew us if you was in Virginia in the 90s. You couldn't miss us. Like, everybody, when we came out, they thought we was from Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
Because we came out, we was in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
And we went back home, and one thing led to another. That's how we got the deals and stuff like that. But we was just in Virginia in the mid-90s or early 90s. Like I said, we are big brothers.
Yeah. I got you.
We are big brothers,
got big brothers
that
facts.
left from New York to Atlanta.
Yeah.
They ran a lot of things. They ran the highway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I believe it.
They ran the
I believe
highway,
it,
you knew who we were.
Yeah.
Because we was here like, we ain't had to do nothing. We was just chilling.
Yeah.
We did what we wanted to do, but they made sure we was good.
Gotcha.
So anytime we come into parties and Magics or Broadways, Uncle Bob and all that stuff, Queen Josephine, we definitely, she was down there. Her and my mom's and stuff, they lived down there. So we had places to be, and we met people, and we planted seeds down in Virginia. So, like I said, Pleasant Park and all that stuff, we was there.
Gotcha.
And people know who we were, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the colleges. Then I had a little crib Then I had the strippers and all that stuff running out. Yeah, I did it all, man. I was here, man. You knew who the hell we were in Virginia. We never...
So what about your relationship with cannabis?
Nah, man, nigga. You would say,
bust.
man, I'm going to say like this. He was saying some things on the show, right? He was saying some shit on this dude's show. I mean, cannabis was cool. He was cool. But I don't like when people say, when they do things or say things that, or leave out things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You want to keep it real, keep it all the way real.
Yeah.
Start from the beginning to the end.
100.
And when you don't, because believe me, when you're not looking, other people are looking.
Yeah.
And they listening. Like this is what we do in jail. So when I seen a episode that he did on somebody's show, and he was like, yo, I managed the Lost Boys and this and that and the third. I was offended. Like, you never managed us. Your boss was the manager, and he wasn't even managing us. He managed Cheeks and Ty, not me and Lou. But it was just like a collective, so it looked like you managed the group. But you was the secretary. You was only doing what he was telling you to do. You was just doing the secretarial job.
Yeah.
Your title is no manager.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, it is.
You want to say, yeah, I did this, I did that. Nah, nigga, you ain't do none of that. You learned how to rhyme fucking with us.
Yeah.
'Cause you was a bookworm.
Yeah.
I can tell you real of who you are, but you can't tell us all this, and you just, me and him, I don't got no hate. It's just I want to set it straight.
Let's be real.
The real
Yeah,
shit, because I don't like that fake shit. And there's a couple of people, that's why I wanted to go back on that show and be like, yo, this is what it is. Don't be saying this and that and the third. This is what the man left out and stuff like that on your show. He ain't be totally 100. So
what's the name of the show?
These motherfuckers was
What's the name of the show he was on?
But Math Office show.
Math Office.
Like
Okay, I
that.
got
So
you.
I was like,
yeah.
But you know, a lot of times, man, them cats was nervous and shit like that because I was gonna bust his ass. They knew the little man.
Yeah.
I might be the smallest of the group, but guess who's the wildest?
Yeah.
So
this episode is sponsored by Aftermath Lawn Service and Landscaping, mowing, mulching, straw, pressure washing, and more. You can call owner Edward Brown at 803-464-7605. Again, that's 803-464-7605. Jerome Robinson MMA of Team Robinson MMA. A safe training environment that will enable students of all ages and backgrounds to grow physically and mentally. You can visit their website at www.imteamr.com for more information. Train So Hard University, where it's just not a movement, it's a lifestyle. You can contact myself, Excalibur Miller, on Facebook, on my Instagram, The Miller Experience, or you contact my brother, T. Miller, on Facebook, or on Instagram, Prodigal Son 36. Interested in being a sponsor for Shop Talk or the Miller Experience, you can contact myself, Ernest Miller, at 803-565-9752, or you can hit me up on my email at eaenestmiller83@gmail.com. You can also make contact with my producer, Victor Wesley of Vic West Production. His telephone number is 803-225-0021. Also, his email address is vicwestp@gmail.com.
How many years you did in prison?
I did basically 20.
20 years?
19 and...
19 and a half, right?
More than half. So it's like 20 years.
How has hip-hop changed before you went in to now?
Oh, a lot of stuff. I mean, the whole dynamics of it, because if we start from the rappers are younger. The lyrics have decreased.
Yeah.
that's why it's a whole dynamic of that. Because if you haven't been in school long enough, you don't have enough grammar. You don't have enough none of that knowledge. So when they say mumble rapping, it's because you can't make up no sentences. And that be the basics of why they call you mumble rappers, because you ain't even been in high school. You ain't finished high school.
Yeah.
So what you know? How can you pronounce words and stuff like that? That's where that starts and stems from. So, I mean, a lot of that is what it is. Then the music is different, the paces and stuff like that. You got a lot of artists, and just like rappers, you got 1,000 rappers, now you got 1,000 producers.
So pretty much knowledge is power.
Yeah.
Knowledge is power, pretty much, yeah.
And the internet, you didn't have the internet. You had to go grind. Right now, you don't really got it. You don't got to grind.
Yeah.
People call grinding just, I'm in my computer, I'm watching the computer doing this. That didn't get a hit of view. They ain't hit the views and this, that, and the third. That's not grinding. We was out there giving out tapes and CDs, or back in the day it was tapes first before it became the CDs. We was out the trunk and stuff like that, or going to the house parties, going to the block parties, the basement parties, the talent shows and stuff like that.
That's grinding.
That's grinding. You know what I'm saying? Going from getting in the car, a bunch of y'all getting in the car and going to the next state and getting on the show, getting on the stage, or going to that high school or stuff like that. That's grinding. This is not grinding. When you can just sit in your living room or sit in your bedroom with the covers over your head. It's not grinding. Where you going? You can't grind like that. So there's a lot to it. So the whole dynamics, I'm not mad at it because music is evolving. It goes up and it comes down and it stabilizes and it goes, you know what I'm saying? What they say, the algorithms and stuff like that. It just varies and stuff like that. Whoever's hot, you get the wave. Next thing you out of here this week, and this guy, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of flip-flop and stuff like that. So that's why these artists don't stay on the top as long. And now one thing is going on is the females, they coming up. You know what I'm saying?
These females talking raunchy, man.
Yeah, it's like
we thought Lil' Kim was bad back in the day. These females,
right? That's what I was about to say. The music, the filter is not even the higher ups. They don't really care. They're just trying to sell whatever. They're trying to get the money. But they're not realizing the culture that you creating is not conducive to the youngins. You know what I'm saying? We already heard it. We already know it. Now you're making the youngins grow up. They only 5, 6 years old and they twerking and talking this and doing that and stuff like that.
It's crazy, man. I was in the car the other day with my daughter at the radio playing, and I don't know who it was, man, but I had to turn that shit. I'm like, yo, my daughter can't listen to this, man. What is this?
My grandkids.
I'm like, yo, they putting this on the radio?
And it ain't just the rap. It's the R&B. Whenever they try to get something, it's just as bad. It's like there's no filter in the music now. Because now you can say words that you couldn't say.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's what the filter is. You're not supposed to say that on the radio. This is the radio. So down the satellite.
That's supposed to be on the album.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The single was supposed to be radio friendly.
Now the satellites and stuff like that. So now you can say it.
Yeah, you can say it
on radio. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things different in music. Totally. And the whole spectrum is a whole lot that's changed from, I'll just say 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
And that's just how long I've been in. For the last 20 years, they're changing. So since I've been in the game, imagine. A whole lot's been changed and stuff like that. But, like I said, it evolves and hopefully it'll come back to form to calm y'all ass down.
Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Miller Experience. Comment, like, and share. Comment, like, and share. Comment, like, and share.
So place your bets. My faith is fresh. I'ma make it stretch. Cause I sat there eye to eye with the face of death. And you ain't putting work in unless you break a sweat. Bringing back a 4-course meal. Keep the table set. Step in my belief. I'm expressive when I speak. Swim back to shore if you trying to tell me I'm too deep. Cause